If you wanna find me, yeah, I'm in the front row. Got my 2 tickets on me, I'm in the front row. It's the best place to be, yeah, I'm in the front row. Best place to be, yeah. If you wanna find me, yo, I'm in the front row. Got my 2 tickets on me, I'm in the front row. It's the best place to be, yeah, I'm in the front row. Best place to be, yeah. So what's colder than ice and even hotter than a flame? I be in the front row, chilling at a ball game. Yeah, you know what they say, when you're having fun, time flies. Catch me courtside, chilling with the inside. Scoop, come on, tell me how you want it. Catch me on the court, it's the best view in sports. Whether you're Lakers or Arizona Wildcats, whether you're Dodgers, Kings or Galaxy fan, in the front row's got everything that you need.
What's good, y'all? Let's talk your shit, sponsored by In the Front Row, man. I got my boy Carlos in the building, man. Introduce yourself to the people. Talk your shit, man.
What's the deal, man? I'm Carlos Robbins, community activist out here in Los Angeles, self-proclaimed community activist. So it's nice to finally be here with you, bro.
So, man, we played the JUCO at the West, man. Talk to me about your transition, because people may not know, man, you're a police officer now. We thank you for your services, man, doing stuff for the community.
Appreciate
Talk to me about transitioning from athlete to police officer.
Okay, so I mean, for me, it might feel like or seem like it's a big difference, like if you're not really in it. But for me, it was a smooth transition, because when you're going through the police academy, it's pretty much like college. Like, you're doing a lot of working out, and you're doing a lot of like book work, you learn about laws and codes and stuff like that. So for me, I kind of felt like, all right, this is nothing new to me. Like, football, you got coaches that scream at you. In the academy, if you mess up, the instructors, they're gonna scream at you too. So like, some of the other students in the academy, they were like stressed out about that. But for me, it was like, I've been here before. This is nothing to me. So in terms of like just being in the academy, that was smooth. And then like after I graduated the academy, being out in the field, I grew up in South Central, so I pretty much done seen it all already. So it was nothing really new that I could, experience. I mean, obviously there's different stuff that you might experience out in the field that's like a little bit shocking or whatever. But for the most part, it's like, it was a smooth transition. Like, just being able to, take what I've learned growing up, take what I've learned in high school and college, being here in South Central, and apply it to the stuff that I know, already. It was a smooth transition for me, So, and it was good benefits. I was done with my second year in junior college, and I didn't really want to do school no more. So I was just like, all right, well, I need to figure out something to do, and I'm tired, I'm ready to make some money. So that's why I decided to, join LAPD, and, I want to do something good for my community.
That's lit, man. That's lit, man. So what is it you do day to day as an officer? Like, you know what I'm saying? How you got the 9-to-5 jobs, man? What do you do day to day? Like, what is your job as an officer? Like, what are you doing?
Okay, so just to give a quick background on that, so in the LAPD, you got 21 patrol divisions, like around our whole city in Los Angeles. So my probation year is like, you got to do 12 months at one station. I did that in West LA by UCLA. And that was like a smooth division, not too much crime, definitely not too much violent crime there. So it was a little bit more chill and relaxed there. And after my probation year, I got moved back to Southwest Division, which is like by USC and Dorsey High School. So it was a little bit faster pace. So, I mean, on a day-to-day, you can do anything from either having to arrest somebody, either trying to literally talking somebody off a bridge, which we've had to try to do before. You got 5150 calls where, the person might be going through, psychological things, and you got to help them, get to the hospital, or the case may be. So that's how it started. But now I'm in this unit. It's called the Foot B unit. And we basically we patrol around Lamar Park and the Crenshaw Mall. It's me and 3 other officers. They all grew up in South Central, just like me. So for us, we're there for presence, and just to let the community know, like, people. Well, for me, it's like, okay, people that grew up here can actually patrol here, and we can actually help people here. It's not always, traffic stops and tickets and taking people to jail. It's actually talking to the business owners, talking to, even talking to some of the homeless people. One of my boys, one of the boys in the unit, he just got this lady. She's homeless. He got her some shoes. Last week we saw her. She didn't have any shoes on, so he brought her 3 pairs of shoes. So that's some of the stuff that we do. We're gonna do a back to school drive soon. and some other stuff with the high schools, Crenshaw and Dorsey, that are both in my division. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it depends on what you like to do, but I like community engagement, being able to talk to the citizens and the community members.
Bad, man. Like I said before, man, I appreciate you. Appreciate your work in the community, putting your life on the line for us, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta do it, man. I'm glad one of my boys is doing it, doing something right, man. Doing something beautiful, fatherhood too. Man, proud of you, man. It's amazing to see. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk a little sports, man. So we got the Lamar Jackson situation, man.
Yeah.
You got Deshaun Watson, who just got paid guaranteed money and has not played in the last 2 to 3 years, man. How do you feel? Do you feel the Ravens gonna have to pay Lamar Jackson, or do you feel like they gonna try to penny punch him and try to, like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like they're gonna have to pay him because, like, it's Lamar. Like, I don't think they're gonna be able to avoid that. Like, who else you got that's there? It's like, oh well, we're gonna try to lowball him a little bit because we got this other star. We got these other stars here. Like, that's Lamar Jackson. That's your guy right there. So they're gonna have to pay him.
I'm with you on that, because it's like you done built the whole team around this man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like how you gotta pay him now. Like, there's nobody else in the league right now that's Lamar Jackson caliber. Like, you can find a good quarterback, but you're not gonna do what Lamar Jackson been doing for you for the last 2 to 3 years. So yeah. So let's talk the NBA, man. I know you Laker fan, right?
Oh yeah, die hard Laker fan.
So how you feeling about your Lakers, man? What's going on, Russ? You interested in this Kyrie talk? You interested in this KD talk? What's going on?
So I'm gonna just be honest. I want Kyrie. I watched a lot of games last season, and I think that Russ just didn't have. He just does not have what it takes to win a championship, especially not with the Lakers. And I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's not, Hall of Fame caliber, but right now, today, currently, Russ ain't gonna win without. He needs a center that can shoot, and we don't have that. He gonna need a couple more things, but he don't fit our schematics. So I'd rather just take Kyrie. And I'm saying, like, Kyrie, he missed games here and there, and he had the COVID situation, and he was fasting and all that. But I feel like him trying to get to LA and trying to get back with LeBron, he gonna do things a little bit different and actually try to be available for the Los Angeles Lakers when we get. I'm not even gonna say if we get him. I'm gonna just say when we get him. But if we don't and we keep Russ, hopefully they can figure it out. I know, like, last season, that was their first season trying to gel together. Our big three with the Lakers, they only got to play 11 games together. So it's like, get them a little bit more time. I haven't completely lost faith in that big three, but at the same time, I would rather try with Kyrie than Russ. So.
I feel that. So, diehard Laker fan, how you feeling about these Clippers? John Wall, Kawhi Leonard coming back, man. They still got Paul George. How you feeling this season, man? We know for a fact LA always gonna be the home team. That's like Clippers ain't never taking over. It's generations. It's just too much culture. So how you feeling though this year, man? How you feeling about that Laker Clipper rivalry this year?
All right. So first, I'm congratulate them. They made the play in last year, and they didn't have either one of their stars in Paul George and Leonard. So it's like, all right, they might do something this year, but I mean, we'll see. They're gonna have to figure out how to gel together, just like us, because, like, Paul George, shooting guard, small forward. Kawhi's like a small forward. And then you got John Wall, who's supposed to be the point guard. So and then they got Reggie Jackson, who, he had a pretty good season last year too. So they're gonna have to figure out how to gel with, all those players, because I think all of them can be and would prefer to be kind of ball dominant. Not to say that they're, selfish, but it's gonna be interesting. I'm thinking, I'm always saying my Lakers gonna come out on top. So in our matchups, I'm going for my Lakers, and I think my Lakers gonna take them. So, but like I said, I congratulate them for last season, and I hope they make it into the playoffs this year. Why not have 2 LA teams?
Yeah, man. So if you had to pick a sleeper team. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know, you feel me, Rams, you know what I'm saying, LA through and through. So if you had to pick a sleeper team, who would that be?
I don't know if they would even be considered a sleeper, but I still like the Cowboys a little bit, man. I was like my family's team growing up, so I want to see them win a couple more games, man. I want to see them go far into the playoffs. So I'm gonna say Cowboys. That's who I'm gonna ride with as far as NFL goes.
Okay, I got another question for you. So they
Uh-huh.
just dropped the top 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they left Lamar Jackson out of the top 10, bro. And to me, a man that got 2 MVPs in the last, you know what I'm saying? In the last what, 2, 3 years, bro, of playing, 4 years of playing, should not be left out the top 10, bro. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's disrespectful. It's like you said, that resume. For me, that resume ain't gonna lie. He take that team far, and he is the MVP. So it's like, all right, obviously he doing something right. And like, what was the Ravens before he got there, and what would the Ravens be without him? And you gotta take that into account when you talking about top 10 players. But I mean, I don't know who, like, it's like who's behind the doors pushing those buttons, because like the same thing in basketball, you got somebody like Dwight Howard. He kind of like getting blackballed. He didn't make the top 75 of all time. His stats are impeccable. He might not be that good, now, but his stats are impeccable. So I think sometimes it just comes down to like who's actually voting, and who's behind the doors on these top tens and all these top lists and stuff like that. So I think it's disrespect. I think he deserves to be in the top 10, but so it's everybody's opinion. Entitled to it, I guess.
Yeah. So this is who they had over him, though. This is who they had over him. They had Aaron Rodgers, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Justin Herbert. They had Josh Allen. They had Matthew Stafford because he just won a Super Bowl. Who else was it? It was Dak Prescott at the 10th, right before him, and they had Lamar right after Dak Prescott, but they had Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. Um, yeah, it was like those type of Matthew Stafford. I already said Tom Brady. Yeah, and those was like those quarterbacks right there to me. All right, you got argument. You know what I'm saying? Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know Justin Herbert. I feel like putting. I don't know. I just feel like all that right there is just hype. Like, you know what I'm saying? They coming from these colleges, you know what I'm saying? They got this hype on their name, and it's like, yeah, all right, this quarterback get this spot because who he is more so okay than the stats is
Yeah.
this. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't understand how Lamar Jackson, how everybody say like, okay, Lamar Jackson ain't made it to a Super Bowl and stuff like that. What has Justin Herbert or
Exactly.
Joe Burrow? You know what I'm saying? Joe Burrow made it to a Super Bowl, so now we could talk about that. But y'all still got Justin Herbert in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not nice though. The dude is talented. Josh Allen is talented, but these dudes, you know what I'm saying, make it just as far as Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They all been in the same time frame. So why is he getting disrespected and these quarterbacks are still praised? Is my thing. Yeah, his style is different. Yeah, he run more than these quarterbacks, but he shows progress every year.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, as a football player, if you show progress and you still playing at a high level, you shouldn't be disrespected. Your skill shouldn't be neglected. How do you feel about that?
Right. I think so. Like you just named off most of the list. I think most of those guys on that list deserve be over him based on their resume, what they've been able to do. But like some of these guys, it's just like Herbert. I mean, I'm not saying he's not nice, but I'm not picking him over Lamar Jackson. Even like I'm a Rams fan. I'm loving what Matthew Stafford doing with the Rams, but I would pick Lamar over even Matthew. So I mean, I don't know, because you got and I mean Matthew Stafford's always been pretty good, but even before, like the Rams team, they're stuck. That's why we won a Super Bowl. It's not like, oh, we got Tom Brady in there and he just fucking made everybody 10 times better. We was already stuck. And so, you got to look at, okay, what was he doing with the Lions? Was he going to championships? No. So, I mean, like I said, a lot of people like to put in like certain, like, oh, well, this quarterback did this, that's why they got in. But then you say, okay, apply it to that then. Does that make sense? No, but it's an opinion based thing, like I said, but I feel like Lamar should be like at least in the top 8, I think. I don't know who we knock
I'm
off,
with,
but I would
I'm
say
with you.
around 8.
I'm with you. I just feel like he should at least be in the top 10. Cause I just, me personally, I just couldn't put Dak Prescott over Lamar Jackson, bro.
Yeah.
I just couldn't, because they're the same type of quarterback, and Lamar Jackson does it better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
True. True.
Like, I mean, granted, Dak Prescott might have a better throwing accuracy. You know what I'm saying? Might, I don't know. We don't know. I really don't know how that would go. Cause they both run, they both, you know what I'm saying? But because we didn't see Lamar Jackson sit in the pocket and throw it. You know what I'm saying? Game on the line, had to sit on the pocket, couldn't run. They clamped the run down, they contained the run, and he threw it. So I don't know. Like, people always feel like, oh, he a running back, but that's not incorrect because he just led the league in touchdown. You know what I'm saying? He do is run, but he was up there in passing yards too.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
So what is going on? Like, I just don't understand the Lamar Jackson hate and disrespect. Is it just like when you like a player like Vic, when you player like Lamar Jackson, like player like Jalen Hurts, like, is it like, oh, you might not last that long in the league because you playing like that? So let's just enjoy you while you're here. And like, is that the mindset? Because like, even Jalen Hurts, I feel like they kind of disrespect him a little bit.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I think it's always kind of been like that. Like, quarterbacks that's like really good at scrambling, they never really got respect. Like, oh, they just a scrambler, this and that. Like, and then I will say this though, if like I said, it depends on who was the voters on that list, because they might have been like, all right, well, we gonna put throwing accuracy like as the number one thing, which I mean maybe it should be if it's a quarterback, but at the end of the day, if the quarterback is making the system work, which is what Lamar is doing with the Ravens, then like you got to take everything into account. You can't just say, oh, throwing accuracy. Like, that's what I'm thinking. But I mean, I don't know. Even like Cam Newton had some great years, like, a few years ago, but he was never really given credit as like, one of the top quarterbacks, I feel like, really. So when it comes to scramblers, I feel like, them type of quarterbacks, they just don't get the respect that they deserve. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see though. Like, if hopefully he win a championship and some more of these, scrambling quarterbacks win a few championships, get some more respect on that type of quarterbacking.
So, if you had any advice for college students that was coming up, any college athlete, anybody that was trying to be an officer as well, what would it be?
Well, for one, stay out of trouble, obviously. Like, don't do no speeding, don't get no tickets, because if you trying to get into the academy and you're going through the background process or anything like that, their job literally is to like find reasons to eliminate you, because you got to think, it's 50 other different people trying to get in, so they got to weed out the ones that's like, whoever don't fit the list, or if it's like, okay, all 50 are good, but who got a parking ticket, who got a speeding ticket, we just got to eliminate those so we can get our our 40 or whatever the case may be. So just try to keep that clean record. Obviously not get arrested, but even a clean driving record. Social media, that's big with us. Just try to keep your social medias clean, because once you put it out there on the internet, they can find it somehow. So try to keep that social media clean. I mean, that's pretty much it. I want to leave this. I'm sure you're gonna leave it too. My Instagram is fathercarlos_. If anybody's out there thinking about getting to the academy, hit me up, because I've helped a couple of dudes kind of get through the background process and getting to the academy too. So I definitely don't mind reaching out to people and being a mentor a little bit.
Man, so my last question is to you, man. Where do you get your inspiration to help the people so much? You've always been such a helpful person, always donated, always gave back to the people. Where do you get this inspiration from?
I mean, ever since I was little, I've always been like, I remember like I would have like cousins that were less fortunate than, me and my brothers were. I would like rewrap old toys and just give them to them, toys that, we felt like we were getting too old for, or that we didn't use. And then growing up as I got older, I lost a brother in, I want to say 2017 and 2018. So like that only hypened up, the things that I wanted to do in my communities. I don't want my nephews to go through the same, things that me and my brothers had to go through, me and my parents had to go through burying them. So, for me now, it's just like, I'm trying to start a football team. I'm trying to do, summer camps and do all this stuff because I think that the only way that we can help, shift our culture here in South Central and, for Black people all over this country is that we got to reach out to our youth. We got to have mental health classes and techniques available to our youth. We got to become diversified with the things that we do. We can't just be in this bubble and think, oh, it's football or, nothing, or it's basketball or it's nothing. We can go out and be lawyers, police officers, doctors, whatever, entrepreneurs, whatever we want to do. So, it's just, coming from, the struggle growing up, it's like, okay, well, I don't want to see other people struggle. So I'm gonna do whatever I can and, make things better. Quote I go by is be the change you wanted in the world. So I want to be the person that I wanted, as a little kid to, other little kids. So
That man, that's amazing, man. I hope you keep doing what you're doing, man. I hope you keep inspiring, man. Keep that leadership quality, man. If people don't know, man, this is one of the most humble people I done met, man. Always been humble, even when he had the bag, you probably wouldn't even know because he's just so humble, bro. Just a humble being. Never been the super flexing type, just to himself, man. Just want to take care of his family, keep to himself. That's just him, man. My boy Loves, man.
Appreciate it,
Man.
man.
I appreciate you for being on the show. It's like I thank you for taking the time out because I know you busy, man. Fighting, doing this stuff for the peak community, man. So I really appreciate it, man. We're gonna finish it off with one more segment. Hard or cold?
Hot.
Okay. Little baby or little dirt?
Little baby.
All right. Who your favorite sports team of all time?
Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay. Bold Super Bowl prediction for next year.
Los Angeles Rams.
Okay. Who is your sleeper team? Either one basketball and one football.
Basketball, Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
Football, Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. All right. Last one. Who is your favorite artist of all time?
Michael Jackson, man, king of pop.
All right. Hey, valid, man. Hey, okay. So, hey, that's it, y'all right there, man. Where can people follow you, man? Where can people tap in? Where can people follow the brand? Because I know you talk about that, man. Where can people
so my Instagram is Father Carlos. I always got a link on there. So it either might be a link to one of the, the back to school drive or the toy drive, or it's going to just be to my main website. So I also do like movie stuff. So it might be a link to that. So yeah, just follow me, Father Carlos, to stay updated with any of the things that I'm doing or to reach out, about sports or that police stuff.
Man, matter of fact, before I end the show, man, you just brought it up. Before I end the show, talk to us about the movie, man. That's interesting stuff. Before I end the show, let's talk to me about the movie. Talk to me about this movie making process.
For me, the movie making thing, that's probably one of my most passionate, things that I'm into right now. So right now I'm filming a movie called Trading Souls, and it's about a white teenager and a black teenager switching bodies. So if you ever seen like Freaky Friday or like The Parent Traps, you got that kind of feel to it. It's a comedy. We are filming next month in August, and then we might do a little bit of filming in September. We're hoping to have it released by October, November. But we should be releasing the trailer soon. So, like I said, follow me on Instagram. The movie's Instagram is Trading Souls, the movie. So follow that on Instagram if you want to stay posted on that. It's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be one of those classic, one of those instant classics for our people. So stay tuned on this one, man.
Man, I'm definitely gonna check that out. I'm definitely gonna support it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna share it. You know what I'm saying? We already know how I come with that stuff, bro. I love to support all my brothers and all that stuff, man. So my last question with that film, because I love that all that type of stuff. So how the heck do you balance making the film, because that's already time consuming. Editing, all that stuff is time consuming. Everything you got to do with filming is time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
And a already time consuming police officer career. You know what I'm saying? How do you balance that?
I mean, it's not easy. There's definitely a lot of days where, you got to miss, a lot of family stuff. So, holidays, birthdays, I've had to miss a lot of that stuff. Normally people work 40 hours a week. So I'll do my 40 with the police thing, but then I'll have to do like another, 20 to 30 with the filming thing. So it's just a matter of, all right, are you really dedicated to this? Are you really inspired to do this? So, that's advice that, I'll give somebody trying to get into it, is that you got to be dedicated to it. Because for me, I definitely have days where I'm like, man, I'm tired in the mud, but it's just, dedication and, like I said, inspiration. So I just keep going. So yeah, you just got to be able to have that discipline and that balance in your life, and make sure that's actually something that you want to do. If you're trying to balance multiple things that take high priority.
Facts, man. That's love, man. I hope you continue to do your passion, man. Everybody, y'all heard my boy got a movie coming, man. Everybody that see this, I hope y'all check that joint out. I hope y'all love that joint too. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all promote it as well, man. We're gonna check you out, man. Hey, you heard it here first. My boy gonna be the next producer, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The next, hey, you can be the next Tyler Perry out here. You know what I'm saying? Let's speak that
Hell
into it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'll be like, hey, I went to JUCO, my boy. We didn't film an episode. You know what I'm saying? You see him now. You see the movies he making. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Yeah. But that's episode 11 with my boy Los in the building, man. Keep shining, keep grinding. Anything you want to say to the people before we end it?
Man, just continue to, love, be inspirational out there, man. Share and, give. Just keep an open heart, an honest heart, man. That's it.
Bet, man. That's love. That's episode 11. My boy Los. We out of here.
Appreciate it.